This is Serbia's newest project of public interest, built by one of China's largest construction companies. But for the people who live here, it means losing fields and forests and spending years in court. The government took about a hectare of land from Aleksandar Antovic in this village 5 years ago through expropriation, which means the property is taken from its owner for public use.
I've lost tens of thousands of euros solely because the highway passed through here. And the land they took, no one asked us whether we wanted it or not. We were told it was in the national interest.
A highway was built across one of his fields, where he used to grow peppers. The case is still in court.
The problem is that we were paid little to nothing. The land itself is one thing, but what carries much greater value, people who had greenhouses, orchards, raspberry plantations, whatever they had on those plots, none of that was compensated.
Construction of the roughly 30-kilometer highway began in 2019. However, hundreds of court disputes with locals did not stop the construction. The road was finally open in July 2025. The state-owned Serbia Roads in charge of the highway says that 84% of the cases for compensating those who had their land expropriated are already done. But they haven't said how many residents are still waiting for the payment or how much money they're owed. In villages across western Serbia, residents say these aren't the only problems brought by the highway.
Above all, there is the environmental disaster caused by the Chinese, that is, the Chinese company that was the main contractor here on the highway in Prelipats. Local roads were destroyed and the river was polluted. All living organisms in it were destroyed. No one reacted, they neither cleaned the river nor took any action.
The Construction and Environment Ministries, local authorities, and Chinese company CCCC have not responded to the allegations about the consequences of the works. The state-owned company in charge of the highway says that local roads are being repaired and that no environmental damage has been officially reported.
We were told the highway would benefit us when it passed through here, but we haven't felt any improvement, only hardship.
Authorities in Serbia described this highway section as the most difficult ever built in the country, and as the construction deadlines were missed, the price also rose. According to the latest official data, these 30 kilometers of highway cost around $650 million. It is unclear if that is the final amount. The ministry didn't reply to RFURL's request for comment. Government estimates suggest that completing the route to Montenegro will cost about $3.5 billion. Machinery that left Prilipac and the surrounding area is expected to return soon. In Montenegro, a separate section of the project, financed by a nearly $1 billion Chinese state loan, once pushed the country to the brink on defaulting on loans. As repayment deadlines approached, the European Union helped broker a financial lifeline with Western lenders, reducing the risk of a deeper financial crisis.